All right, my friends. Thank you for tuning in to Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. Along with my special guest, Greg said it. We just two country boys from Georgia bringing you content about Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo football team. We just like to thank our sponsor tonight. That's Whitaker Building Supply, right there in the city of Jackson, Georgia. If you need windows, interior doors, roofing, or if you need carpet, hardwood floors, lighting, electrical, plumbing, exterior doors, sheetrock, nails, hammer, anything to do uh, construction with, hey, just give Wayne Whitaker a call. The number that you call is 770-775-2086. That's Whitaker Building Supply. Want to thank them for being a sponsor of this show tonight and all this month. I think he's been sponsoring Sports Talk with B Watts for 3 months now. And we just want to say we appreciate him for doing that. And also to the ones who've been inside his store and told him that you saw it right here on the show, we appreciate you that for doing that. We really do. Well, we got an exciting show for you tonight. Like I say, I got Greg said it with me tonight. Let me see, can I get this off the screen? Uh, thank everybody for tuning in on Tuesday night. Had Steve Woodland with me as my guest. Did an outstanding job. Got a lot of comments about that and messages about that, and we appreciate him. And he'll be with me also next Tuesday night. Uh, this Sunday night, with Rod the Man Media and Coach Dre, have another special guest. That's Jake of DNVR. He'll be my special guest on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're not doing anything, jump on YouTube and come over there and check us out again. But like I say, tonight is Greg said it. Appreciate him. I think we've been doing this for 3 months, 2 or 3 months now, and I appreciate him from. He never missed a show, and I appreciate him for that. Tonight we're going to talk about Colorado. It's loaded with talent, and they have experience at the wide receiver room. So without further delay, let me bring up my man. What's going on, Doctor?
What's going on?
That's much. That's much. If y'all don't mind, welcome Greg to the stage by hitting that like button. If y'all don't mind, what's up, Elijah Watson, Timothy Isaac, and I don't know how to miss who it is. A Laughter. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Though. Uh, I pronounce that name, Greg. That Alangh.
Elena or something like that.
Elena. I don't like messing. I screw up a name in a minute. but how was your day, man? Hey, it's Thursday again.
Yeah, well, that's what it's gonna be. That's the way it works these days.
Yeah,
Thursday month is July, August, September. You know, day
but
by
that's
day,
it.
month by month.
That
Day
thing
by
be
day,
here in no time.
month
Yeah,
by
that
month.
seems to be here in no time.
It's here. We're gonna treat it like it's Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday is here. The boys
Yeah,
start up next week. I was kind of denied. I was thinking, oh, maybe they got one more week. No, it all start up next week.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
here. You know,
yeah. You right about that. What's going on, Miss Phyllis Smith? Uh, what's up, Z? What's up, Steven? Noah Steven? Black Time Media, what's up, Doc? DJH, what's going on? How you doing? Big Worm, what's up, dog? Throw him up. Throw him up. We good, we good, we good. All right, Greg. Let's get started with the show, brother. Like I said, man, Colorado, when you look at the totality of the team and you look at their bread and butter, it's gonna be their quarterback and their wide receiver. That wide receivers group got experience, they got talent. When you look at them, they got everything a quarterback would want. They got height, they got speed, and they got experience. And the one player that I keep overlooking is Simmons. Timothy
Tim,
Simmons. Timothy Simmons. I think
Timmons,
gonna have Timmons. I think he's gonna have I think he's gonna play a major role in it. Gonna try to see how he do in camp. He got the high grade, like you. I remember you saying it. Think you don't say it about 2 or 3 times on the show. Man, you get down there on that 10-yard line, that red zone, go big boy on him. And he got the height, he got the speed. He can come down with the ball. He gonna be
you
darn
got
near
him. You
taller
got
than any
Omeran Miller.
DB. Yeah, he gonna be darn near taller than any defensive back on any other team. Yeah, man, Omeran Miller
You got
and
him,
Baby T.O.
Omeran Miller. You got Cordell, and yeah, Baby T.O. Then you got Will Shepherd. So you can go big.
Right. So when you look at the wide receiver room and what you expect from them this year.
Well, being who I am, it is what it is. I remember when Michael Vick played. He was like before his time, quarterback faster than everybody on the field. He had a laser arm, but his asset was his speed. And getting nobody, you had to check for that. You had to have somebody. You get too far back, leave too much room, he'll beat you on his feet. So what did the media do? The media turned around and said, "Oh, he's not a pocket passer. He's not a pocket passer. He's not a pocket passer." But you couldn't stop him running. Oh, he's gonna get hurt. But but you couldn't stop him, right? Fast forward a couple decades, you got people like Lamar Jackson. He better than Vic. He so this. You didn't give Vic the grace to run the ball. You made it like it was a crime when he ran the ball. That's how I see Colorado. Don't be ashamed of who you are. You have an explosive offense. I bet they can't run the ball. They gonna run the ball. But what you better be scared of is them throwing the ball, and you know it. So you gonna try to, I bet you won't run it. You trying to convince me to run it because let's be real. Let's be real.
Right.
People like Nebraska, they come in here talking like this, that, Nebraska this. Nebraska know that if they have any chance of stopping you is you running the ball. They know they put big corn huskers on the line and say, "Bet you can't go chest to chest." Yeah, you want to say that, but we'll light you up. That's why you want us to run the ball. You want us to play this old barbaric game like, I was watching Braveheart the other day. We ain't got no guns, we just going to shoot arrows and swords. This bit with little shields that can't barely cover your face. That's what y'all want. You want us to go back because you antiquated. We got nuclear bombs. We got lasers and drones. And you want us to go antiquated with you can't stop the bombs over Baghdad. You
Bombs over Baghdad.
Bombs over Baghdad. Y'all want to shoot little arrows and stuff and put our shields up like we are Sparta or something. Come on, we got our technology is in our past game, and you can't stop it. So you hope we lower ourselves to your level and play those barbaric, try to get 3 yards at a time because you don't have the quarterback or the receiver talent to do it.
True.
So yeah, we gonna run the ball, but we just got too many weapons at receiver to act like we're gonna lower ourselves to your level because you don't have the receivers and the quarterback we have.
Right.
You just don't have it. So I just hope Colorado, man, y'all can keep talking about it. We're gonna bomb y'all. Then we're gonna run it down y'all throat while your band is getting pretzels and hot dogs in the concession stand. That's what we're gonna do.
All right. So I was talking to Steve Woodland on Tuesday night, right? We was talking about Jimmy Horn Jr. I want to see what your take on about how you expect and what's your expectation on Jimmy Horn Jr. this year. He was injured last year. What's your odds? What's up, Miss Johnson?
I
KC?
mean, you look at Jimmy Horn. I mean, like you say, he put up about 700. He led interceptions. It's Colorado is dangerous because you can't really key in. See, what made Jimmy dangerous is because they had to key in on Xavier Weaver once they realized what he could do. And that middle of the field was wide open. And like we said, if that line had a block, Jimmy probably would have had double the passing yards and touchdowns because he wide open. He was wide open. That middle was wide open. He was just getting hit. Shador was getting hit. They were twerking. Shador was getting hit. Everybody probably had double everything, Travis included, if Shador had more time. And we know, because it's not a debate. We know he didn't have time. You don't get sacked over 50 times and have time. This is a dumb argument. He held the ball. Yeah, he held the ball all right while he was getting sacked. That's when he held it. When he said, set hut, boom. That's when he held the ball. Good thing he did hold on to the ball because he would have fumbled it and had more fumbles and interceptions than he did because he was getting hit, you know. But Jimmy, I don't know. I mean, he dropped a couple balls at certain points.
No, he dropped a lot of balls.
Yeah, but he wasn't dropping touchdowns though. He was dropping them little screen passes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I did? Like, Jimmy, this is what Jimmy would do. Jimmy was catching the ball like a sandwich. He was like, you know how kids catch? You know, when you catch the ball, you here, you there. Yeah. He don't catch the ball. When the balls come straight at him, that's when he was dropping it. He was like do stuff like that. That's what some of the kids do. I tell them, and Xavier do that too sometimes, but Xavier was very sure-handed.
Right.
But I don't think Jimmy gonna have that issue because Jimmy been on that pass machine. I saw him catching with one hand on that doing the spring. He showed y'all I ain't playing with y'all. He was catching on and said, y'all ain't got hands. Boom. That was a hard that was a hard catch he made on the machine. He must be sleeping with that machine because the machine coming straight at you and you snatch it like that. We ain't talking about, he with one hand, that's not an easy catch. Don't anybody run their mouth say he can't catch. That I'm gonna tell you right there.
Oh, I didn't say he couldn't catch now.
Well, I'm saying he was dropping the balls because his fundamentals and his catching wasn't there. I'm saying he shouldn't have no fundamental issues in catching because it looked like he been putting in that work on the machine.
Okay.
The catches he was making, you just don't make them catches unless he been putting in some overtime. And I'm gonna tell you, if he add that to his game, and you were saying like you were saying something along the line, could he be the leader? I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, I'm telling it sounds like Steve Woodland said he might be the leader. It could be. You never know.
I wouldn't put it past nobody because it's just like what we say on the defensive line. It could be BJ Green, but if y'all load up on BJ Green, you're gonna leave McNeil. And if you load up on McNeil, you're gonna have both of them starting to get looks. McNeil just younger, but both McNeil and them on however you want to put it. If you put BJ and Hayes, BJ and McNeil, it's gonna be a problem for that whole side of the line. And then you still got your guy over in the nose on the other side, maybe Barnes or Tafiq or somebody over there, and then you got another tackle or whatever, however you run in your front. It's gonna be a problem because you have so many weapons. So Jimmy, with his speed, you can't ever overlook that because you can play with him like you want to. He gonna run past you.
He quick.
You're gonna find him. If he got time, he gonna find him, and that's what happened. So Jimmy will run right past everybody, be wide open. That's the touchdowns he caught. He was never contested. He was always wide open because that's a matchup nightmare for you to put with that kind of speed, just a strong safety or a safety on a guy like that.
Right.
In the middle of the field. You can't put no linebacker out there. So he's gonna give a defense a problem because they're gonna have to bring in another DB.
Yeah, that's gonna be the problem.
And that was Nebraska problem.
They didn't have 4 DBs.
They defense they not gonna do that. The only thing Nebraska did where they thought they were smart, where they were just dropping 7. 8. They was dropping them.
Yeah, they were dropping 8.
They know they can't cover you man to man. So we're just gonna drop everybody back. The problem is Shador can read. The problem is Shador can read. You do that to him a couple possessions, and he gonna carve you like butter, and that's what he did. You can't do that, man. That zone stuff because that's 7-on-7 to him.
True.
And you know what he's doing 7-on-7.
Right. Yeah, because that's what I think Nebraska's gonna do the same thing this year. They're gonna rush back 2 or maybe 3 and gonna drop everybody else. They ain't got no answer. They ain't gonna have no answer.
Or They're gonna have to bring people, put pressure on them, and hope they can cover man to man, and hope in line can't block.
Man, that's a dangerous game to play with Colorado.
They're gonna have to play it. They're gonna have to play it like that because they can't do what they did last year. And they got it. The only way you can stop Shador is you put pressure on him. If you don't, oh well. So that's the only way you go. So it's gonna boil down to they're gonna be watching like this. They're gonna be watching North Dakota State like this. I hope they ain't got a line. I hope they ain't got a line. That's what they're looking for.
Wow. Okay.
North,
all right.
That's Colorado State. That's all of them. They got. Their only hope is the blitz Shador.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. So, what about Omeran Miller? Like I said, I won't concentrate on the wide receivers tonight. Omeran Miller, what kind of expectation you think he gonna have? What kind of camp coming up he gonna have? He gonna have to prove himself in camp coming up. Cause Coach Brown, if you hear him in his conference, and when if somebody asks him about Omeran Miller, he always saying that, hey, I just hope he come to play. You know, be consistent. That's the key thing he always saying. Be consistent.
Omeran Miller was a victim of the system. He was a victim.
He was a victim of the system.
He was a victim of the system. Because when you talk about a team that was running choice routes and stuff like that, and he's a true freshman, that's what he was messing up at. He was running the wrong route.
Okay, I got you.
That's why he was getting in trouble. That's why they were saying he was inconsistent. When he was not catching it, we saw him catching over Travis.
Right.
But it's like you put a freshman out there and you expect him to be smarter than what he's going to be his freshman year. He didn't come from that. He just needed you tell him the route. So it was confusing him.
Okay.
You saw when Shador like, I'm gonna throw you the ball. You saw what he did against the boy from USC. He knew that. It was simple routes. It was go routes, slants, back to back to back, and he was tearing them up. He played a lot like T.O. T.O. played a lot like that. This big body, double coverage. Oh well, if Mario mess around and put some speed on, he gonna be Megatron.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the problem right there. He didn't have the speed, the breakaway speed. What's up, Bum? Miller's a dog. He gonna show out this year. Hope so. Black Time Eagles said Jimmy's going to run the play that were set for Dylan Edwards. Okay. All right, Black Tie. But like I said, the wide receiver group is strong. It just when they go 3 wide out with a tight end, running back. I don't know what kind of I don't know who's gonna be the 3 wide receivers out there. I know Will Shepard didn't come there to take no back seat. I think Steve Woodland told me that Tuesday, and I agree with him. He didn't come there to take no back seat this year. So I think Will Shepard gonna be that. I think he's gonna be the number 1 wide receiver. He's gonna run the X. Travis gonna want to be the Y, or vice versa.
I mean, Travis gonna play everywhere. I mean, that's what they're showing you. I mean, they showing him playing everywhere on
No, hold on, Greg. No, Flood. I ain't hard on J5. I want him to be successful, man. He just let me down. Plug Mr. X, he let me down last year. He dropped a lot of passes. He just didn't. When Travis went out, I'm talking, this just me. He just didn't show up like I wanted to. That's all. I'm sorry about that, Greg. Go ahead.
I think he dropped more balls when Travis got back. I think he started dropping the balls on the back end of the season. But when you look at Travis as far as his position, he gonna be playing everywhere. Now, what we really want to see is more motion. We barely see any motion.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. I was telling my brothers that they never went in motion.
Yeah,
if you send somebody in motion, that's let you know what the defense doing.
But it ain't even just that. Travis is a lot more dangerous. Jimmy is a lot more dangerous when you just can't set up shop on him. When he can move around and come back in the reverse or move around, and man, you talk about speed, you talk about the Dylan Edwards role. Imagine if you got Jimmy Horn line up in the slot. He go in motion, then come back around on some kind of I would like to say some kind of option with the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Just getting the ball in his hand in some kind of what you call it, veer type situation.
Okay.
You can do that when you put people in motion They start off as a receiver, but they end up in a position more like a running back where you can do stuff with them. Plus, Jimmy can throw the ball, so they can get stupid they want to. You seen he throw a touchdown last. What was that against Utah? One of them games. You can get a ball to Jimmy, he still can throw the ball. So that motion is what we need too. You know, it's not so much where they start off lined up at, is where they end up lined up at. So, like I said, Travis can line up on the outside, he can end up on the inside. You know, and the only thing I really see from a tight end perspective, honestly, let's be honest, we don't necessarily need a tight end to. Is that Jenna J? She got a real. Is that a real Jenna J?
Oh, I have no idea.
I mean, Jen J always had like some fruit or something up there. I don't know. Is that a real picture, Jen J? Is that the real Jen J? But you know, I think that the tight ends really just gonna be. I would like to see them more in a hybrid situation.
Really?
You know, just kind of blocking and then can sneak out like a fullback. You know, they don't need to line up in the slide and run no routes like that outright, but they can slip out there.
Right. But when you okay, who the sleeper wide receiver on the offensive side of the ball? Who gonna be the sleeper? We know Travis. We know LeJounte, Jimmy Horn, who is Omeran Miller.
You say
We got
sleeper?
the sleeper. Who's gonna be the sleeper receiver? You think gonna have a good year?
You named the sleeper. I think the sleeper is gonna be more so along the line of a Timmons.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or Cordell.
Matthews got a good chance. He got a good chance to get them numbers up too, man.
We know what the spec of a Mathis, but Timmons probably way better. You got to think Timmons came out the SEC. Nobody talk about him. Nobody respect him.
Nobody. Yes, you're right.
Nobody SEC.
Yeah.
And I remember when he signed, everybody's like, oh, you know, and he's young, he's gonna be here, and he's big. You know, I think they're gonna underestimate with his size and his speed and his quickness. You know, I think he's gonna be slept on, and by the time they catch up with him, it's gonna be a problem because with his size and his quick. I mean, T.O. pointed him out when T.O. was there during the spring. You know,
okay.
T.O. I think he had like 84 on. Everybody was talking about everybody else. Timmons was quiet. We were talking about who else gonna be coming when they get here in the summer, and Timmons is sent back. Then we saw his little footwork. When he was out there with Shador, and everybody like, who is that? Oh, that's Timmons. He don't have the brand. Everybody know Baby T.O. Ooh, Baby T.O. You know, and Shepard, and you know, Timmons was ACC was South Carolina State. South Carolina State. That's another reason you coming out of ACC. Even though when you look at some of our other players, they don't really give respect to, even though they came out of Pitt, they don't really respect, the ACC like that.
Right.
So yeah, Timmons, he got stuff in his family, but I think he's young. He came out the ACC. We got so many receivers, and we so ready to see. Will Shepard wasn't here yet. We had Wester show up, and we got Travis. I think Timmons can easily be that guy. We're like, whoa, what is that? Who is that? That's Timmons Jr. Oh, by the way, he got a couple more years. He can easily end up being the man in the future. He could be that big receiver next year. He could easily be what Shepard is next year.
Wow, that's a big compliment you just gave, bud.
I'm saying he could easily be that big receiver. We still gonna have Cordell.
Yeah.
He's still gonna have Omeran Miller. But I'm saying Timmons can easily pop around and be that guy where he say he gonna be the man next year, depending on what he do.
Right. Okay. All right. Like I say, let's move to the offensive line. It's gonna be a key for Shador to protect him. And whenever you look at the offensive line, I see some good, and I see some things that I'm kind of questioning to me. To me, the only question I have for the offensive line at the center position. That I think that's one of their weak spots. I think it was one of their sweet spot last year, and the two guards. But this year, they good on the guard side. But the center, I'm kind of, I got to see for myself again this year. That's the only part of the offensive line that's kind of I question. I don't know about you. What you look at, what you looking for from the offensive line this year? Who you gonna be looking at going in, coming out of camp, going into camp and coming out of camp next week?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the sad thing about it, the center was the strongest position, most consistent position last year, maybe because he wasn't getting hurt as much as everybody else and different people playing a position every week. I know he got hurt, and that's when Hank did play. But
Yeah.
the reason why I wouldn't say that about the center, because we talking about based off of one-on-one drills. Nobody, you're not blocking one-on-one. Most people
Right. I ain't going. I'm
the
not going
center
by
gonna
that.
get support. I think if you would put Yakir Walker in there, that would be a difference because he's lighter and sometimes they get more penetration. But even he does decent with help, even with it blocking the Shadows and Barnes, which we know, you ain't seeing that kind of like that unless you playing from Georgia, Alabama, some bigger time schools.
True.
But I think Hank, he better keep eating. He better eat real good between now and
Yes, I know. He sure better. He better, man. I know he don't put on what about 7.
I'm
I
saying
think
he
somebody
has
told me he don't put on about 10 pounds.
Yeah,
What?
he has put on some weight. He just need to keep on going. While he watching us right now, he just need to be eating. Just keep on.
Yeah. Eat
And
some steak and potatoes every day.
because that's what it really gonna boil down to. So you can't be light in the butt.
No.
Kind of
If he does his part, to me, if he hold up, I think we're good at the guard position, like Tyler Brown and Justin Myers. I think we're good. I think we're good right there. I
yeah,
think we're good.
it's gonna be those guards is definitely gonna be, and he got some smart, experienced guards next to him.
Right. They got playing time out of the up from the other teams that they came from.
And not just that, the depth that we got there, like even the backup guards are pretty solid. I always said the guards were the most important part because that's where the pressure was coming. That's where the twerking was happening. It was right up the middle. And even though our tackle was one of the best, that pressure was coming right in his lap. That's why he kept spinning out. He should do was spin out. He would reverse spin out. He would go back that way. So the tackle will be coming and he'll spin like that and go back around because he had nowhere to go for. He couldn't step up in the pocket, so he'll just reverse spin out.
Right.
So the pressure did come, but he'll just spin out instead of step up in the pocket and kind of
Well, he could step up because they were the pressure covered it.
Yeah, so that's what he couldn't do. So I think at the end of the day, if those guards are good and they play together, with that center, he at least, no matter what the pressure doing, he'll have a pocket to step up into. Because like I said, if you get him, the problem is, again, the type of receivers he got, he can always be open. Wester always be open. You look at Wester film, it don't matter who
I looked at it.
And he close to the ball. So he really gonna be Shador Bailout, man. That's one thing.
That's what I told Steve Willen Tuesday night. He's gonna be a bailout man. He's gonna be his go-to guy when he get in trouble.
Like Mathis is like that too. They know how to get open. They know how to be there when the QB need them. Jimmy, he more of a deep threat. Let me
ask you a question, Greg. You think they used Jimmy Horn right last year in the offense?
No, I mean he should have been more like a Tyreek Hill type. Get the ball in his hand like you was doing with Dylan. Make him use his speed. He's not really the type of guy who can catch a little screen route and stuff like that. He's not elusive like that. You can do Wester like that. You can do Travis Hunter like that. But Jimmy, you need to get him vertical, or you need to get the ball in his hand and get vertical. Like them little screen passes and stuff like that. That's what he was dropping the ball. Like, that's not his thing. He's almost like he come in reverse and you hand that mess off to him or pitch it to him and let him use his speed. You got to know people's strengths.
Yeah, you got to know who's strength. And so you think you have confidence in Pat Sherman as the offense coordinator this year? He gonna do right by the offense this year?
I don't know why not. I mean, he haven't had that many bad offenses. I mean, it's not like he had more challenges when he was a head coach, but not necessarily as a coordinator.
Right, he been
Especially,
good at the coordinator.
I mean, especially when he had the weapons. I mean, I think he probably got more weapons as far as
Oh,
on
he
any
said
level
that.
on one team than any team he had.
Yeah, he said that.
He definitely got it. I mean, he's never really had super duper top of the tier quarterbacks at at whatever level he was at. He just wasn't. He didn't want coaching Brady. He
Right.
wasn't coaching the top of the quarterbacks at the time. So he had decent quarterbacks, but to have the best quarterback and to have some of the best receivers, I mean,
Yeah, you're right about that. I agree with you on that. So when we get ready, when we come out of training camp, get ready for this first game, and we get ready to go. We at home against North Dakota State. I don't ask you this before, but what do you expect from the players? How they gonna treat this game, this first game? I
somebody
know
told
you told me they got to jump on them quick.
well, I got somebody told me they got a shirt coming, so don't be surprised when it comes. It's just gonna have to be fast and bad. Fast and bad.
Fast and bad. You said that
Beat
last
them
Thursday.
fast and beat them bad. It's like you don't have no other option. Like you say, oh, this is this is one of those games, a trap game. No, the trap is gonna be how the football team feel when they be ready to get out the field and the band already gone. They feel like they trapped. Because the band gonna have to leave early and they gonna be like, they got us here. That's the trap. Like, I feel like I want to leave and I can't leave. The game is already over. Why are we still here? That's the trap. Because you shouldn't be playing nobody in your house with all the disrespect. It's almost like you should take it out on them. It's almost like it shouldn't even be like a question far as what type of game is going to be, because they should be really feeling sorry for North Dakota.
I feel sorry for them. I think they can beat the brakes out.
Anybody in their right mind should feel sorry for North Dakota for the fact that they have to be the first game, because all the adrenaline and all the build up from last year and the new players being here it should be like, oh boys.
I think they're gonna beat them bad, Greg. I just got a feeling.
Because you're not catching them at a time where they feeling good about themselves yet. Like it ain't like Colorado 3-0 and the lights are shining and they're like, oh, it's just North Dakota. Come on, man. No, you the first game. They gonna take it out on you. All the players who feel like you disrespecting them on the little college football game with the 59 speed, they still got something to prove. All the guys who feel like, oh, you didn't put me on the All-American or the All-Conference, or you ain't acknowledging me on the Shrine list, the Shrine 1000. Okay,
Right.
I'm finna hit you in your mouth. And the adrenaline is still gonna be real, real high that first game,
Yeah.
first 2 games. That's why really, I'm gonna be real with you. That's why the Colorado State game happened last year. They spent so much adrenaline coming out proving themselves against TCU and Nebraska. You kind of caught them off guard because they're like, I just beat the mess out of Nebraska. We feeling ourselves. And then you got the game with Colorado State come in and you like, oh, y'all don't want this. And then they came in hit. Now they were playing dirty too, but I'm saying like they were still high. That's why they couldn't fight when they would hit them after the play. They were still high. They weren't in their right mind, because you got to think about it. They already don't beat their record from the year before in 2 games.
Yeah.
They high as a kite. College game day, trying to come every week. You remember they were like every week it was college game day. Then both of them came on the other week.
Right.
I'm like, golly, they was high as a kite. And that's when you want to play. That's when North Dakota want to try to slide in. You don't want to slide in. You see how TCU got beat? Them boys put up all them touchdowns against TCU, and they didn't play a perfect game at all. But the height, the hype was there. They was there like, you got all these JSU boys and you got all these FCS quarterback, and that FCS quarterback put up 5 touchdowns, and then all his receivers had 100 yards, and they had a freshman to score 4 touchdowns. They just went off on them. The only people who didn't really show up was the defense.
Yeah, they didn't show it at all, man. I don't know what they were doing.
They just didn't show up. But if they had showed up, they would have beat the mess out of TCU. Because TCU had no answer for them on the offense.
Right. I agree. What you think about Jordan Seaton, man? The freshman gonna be able to hang. He gonna struggle soon. First beginning of the season. He gonna come out bang.
Well, you got him set up right though. Like your schedule is really built for him to. By the time you realize he's struggling, he's comfortable. You give him North Dakota State first game,
right?
Giving him Nebraska,
and that Nebraska game gonna be. I think that's gonna be this challenge right there.
But
they gonna let me know. I know you don't agree with it, but this Nebraska game gonna let me know what Colorado is made of.
I think that if we were to play Nebraska's game that they so desperately need us to play,
that running game,
they want us to play that because they know that's their best shot, because they got those big linemen and they're just gonna lay in the hole and just do like gladiator, push on each other, 2 yards, make the game harder than what it's supposed to be, instead of just exposing them where they're weak at. And Jordan Seaton in that game, it's in his benefit that we're not playing gladiator. With the little spiral shield, with this little sword, and we just gonna pull out the doggone. We're gonna pull out the big guns. That's how you beat Nebraska. You pull out the big guns. And I think us pulling out the big guns, think about it. If they do what they did last year, is that pressure on Jordan Seaton?
No. It's not. I'm just being honest. Ain't no pressure on you.
You rush 3 against this line and see what happens. That's why I feel like that would be a suicide mission. Y'all finna do the same thing y'all did. Y'all finna get him all day. Your 3 is not getting to him. So y'all gonna have to rush more. But now you're playing with poison, because when you rush more, and you saying your boys finna cover our guys one-on-one.
No, they ain't gonna do that great.
Receivers this year. So we know you're running back. We know you bragging about bringing the same cornerbacks back. You bragging about it. You say our whole defense coming back. Awesome.
Hey, I wouldn't say that though, Bo. If you know what happened to your defense last year, I wouldn't say that.
Do you promise? Do you really promise?
Boy, you crazy. Hey, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. If y'all don't mind, just hit the like button for us and subscribe to the channel, both channels. Sports Talk will be Watts Entertainment. Also, Greg said it. Hit his like button and subscribe to his channel if y'all don't mind. Also, hey, we want to thank our sponsor tonight. That's Whitaker Building Supply for being our sponsor. Hey, if you need any doors, windows, sheetrock, roofing, hey, just give them a call. I'm telling you, don't matter what city you in, don't matter what state you in, they will deliver it to you quickly. I know for a fact they done it for me twice, and I appreciate that. But also on Tuesday night, Steve Willing will be my guest. If you ain't doing that, come back to Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. Steve Willing will be my guest. And on this Sunday, I got Jake. He kept calling me and said, "Hey man, supposed to be my time. You don't got you don't got big man on there now. I had RK on there. It's my time." I said, "Okay, you come on this time." But Jake, DNVR will be our special guest on this Sunday. Greg, let them know when you do your thing and whenever you go live, and then we'll jump back into the show.
Hey, we go live here on Thursday, and we also go live on Sunday. Mornings, typically around about the afternoon. Sometimes, we go a little earlier. So you just have to you have to subscribe so you know what's going on. because we might jump on at 9:30 when they get a little busy on Sundays. Might have something to do this Sunday, so we might be on 9:30. But yeah, just make sure y'all subscribe. Got a lot of action coming. Who knows what we got to pull out once this season get heated and popping? But we might be high demand. People trying to act like, right now, oh, just talk. You have to come back to the people who told you, who've been telling you since the beginning of the year. And all the people who want to jump on the bandwagon and act like they know what it is, we're gonna know they lying, especially the ones who they what do you call it? Their records predictions go to shifting and drifting around. And I see they played now. So we've been telling you who to watch. So you want to know who to watch. This is where you need to be.
You're right about that, dog. You're right about that. Let's look at that defensive line, Greg. Like I say, man, they loaded. They loaded. I think this the sleeper. I think this defensive line they're gonna dominate. I believe that. They're gonna be the reason why Coach Prime and Colorado win the Big 12. Cause they just got a lot of depth on this defensive line. You don't never know who gonna put the pressure on the quarterback and who gonna stop the run. Because Coach Prime already done told him. Because I just need you to give me 3 reps. 3. And I'm gonna have somebody coming in for you. So they giving you full 3 reps. They got to give you their best because they know somebody coming in to get them.
I think that's probably one of the most underrated units that I know, because we talk about the receivers a lot,
right?
But it's gonna be the biggest surprise. I think the unit, just the level of play gonna be like, whoa. This isn't. You talking about last year? This is nothing like last year. They are wild animals, because when you look at, like we already kind of hinted at, who you gonna double? It's like we slick on when it got an all-star D-line. This be real. We slick from a recruiting standpoint. We didn't go get no unproven guys. We went and got the BJ Greens, the Hayes, and they on the same side of the ball. And then you still got Manil come in on the same side of the ball. He was taking on double teams last year.
Who was that?
Small, less experience. McNeil.
Small, yeah.
So, and y'all picking on him saying he's slow. He looking over. He gonna be a guy. He gonna do so well next year. He can probably end up being one of those all conference first team guys next year. And depending on how crazy he go, he could possibly pop up an All-American talk. That's the kind of year I'm talking about from McNeil.
Boy, that's a big compliment.
I'm telling you, I'm expecting him. I've been saying, I said, look here, I'm expecting him to lead in sacks. At least
what guy will get double team? They got the double team Green. If they put him on the side of Green.
Green is on that, man. Green is a first team all conference. He's one of the top guys from the portal. He's leading the country in pressures. You're gonna have to respect him. The problem is you don't know who next to him. No. Whether it's Hayes or McNeil or a combination, which I really would love, fresh and angry. They're gonna have to say, hold up now. We're gonna protect the pressure up the middle, or we're gonna worry about the outside. And eventually they're gonna have to let Green go. So I'm thinking by Central Florida, Kansas State, by the time you get in now, they're gonna say, I'm gonna have to deal with the inside for worry about the outside. And the way he bend them corners, he might as well be on the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
He bend it tight and he bend it right. So I feel like, and then you look at Oklahoma on the other side, and you look at a combination with him and possibly a Tafik, a Carter, a Buell.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about Buell. Buell gonna be boy. Buell, you see how low he be, man.
That's why I said you got low over here.
It look like he falling, but he be
fall.
He be low.
Somebody gonna fall over him because you gotta think about it. These not 1-on-1 drills. You got somebody pressure from this side, and you worry about Green. You gonna fall over Buell. He gonna tackle you by default because he gonna get he in the backfield regardless of what he falling or not. He creating a clutter. He creating, quarterback gonna trip over him trying to run from Green and McNeil.
Right.
When they come, and flip over Bill up under him. Because he going to get in the back. One thing about Bill, whether he making a sack or a tackle, he going to be in the backfield. So he going to crowd your backfield. So we talking about on the other side, the Bulls, and you talking about Tafik. We mess around and got Tafik.
Ooh.
And you talk about, we
Big
ain't said about
ball.
Wiggins. We ain't said about Wiggins.
Oh, yeah.
Wiggins making some of these people list. The tackle depth is so ridiculous, and they're young.
Yes. I agree.
That's why the sets is going
Got
to be
TJ McCoy.
McCoy. You know, we talking about that. McCoy come out the edge possibly. Arden Walker coming out the edge over there with Okanola.
Yeah, Sam Okanola. Yeah.
You know, they all on the other side.
They got the depth, man. They got it this year.
We still ain't talking about Webb Walker. You know, he come from a smaller school, but big, long guy. You see what I'm saying? Big Webb Walker. I think with New Mexico State or something like that.
Right.
Big long. With that, I was seeing like he was raw when he came in, but the fact he working over there with that D line and just putting in that work, he gonna get better. You know, so you talking about from a depth, nobody should be out there tired. I don't want to see BJ Green out there huffing and puffing. Get him out. We got enough edge rushers. You know, I don't want to see Shadows in there talking about his ankle hurt. You got him in Barnes and Carter, whoever else you need to put in there. You even put some of those smaller guys at nose and certain, maybe third down. You can put some other people in there, some Buell, some Greens right over that to bring pressure up in the middle. But when you look at all of this depth, it's up to the coaches. And I don't see no dumb coaches on this staff.
No, they got.
I don't see Lewis being dumb. I don't see Sapp being dumb. I know they know when to pull their guys and the rotation. These are NFL Hall of Famer caliber dudes. Anybody who know it, they played the position before. These ain't some old whatever men coaching because they've been doing it for a long time. These are guys who played it. I'm sure they can look at a guy and know, oh, he need to come out, get him a rest. You know, they know what's in the guy's tank because they played in those very positions. So I expect the rotation to be just crazy. And the combination of pieces is what's going to make them so dangerous. The fact that if you put these guys on this side of the ball and them on the other, where are you going? Where are you going?
Hey,
where you going?
When it get third down and 8, what gonna happen, Greg?
Boom.
Boom. What? That's that Undertaker's. That Undertaker.
Third down. Whatever they say. Oh Lord, is it third down already? Oh my God.
Hey, that what North Dakota State gonna be doing. Them little boys. That BJ Green finna come back out here and I gotta block him.
We're gonna look at the stats. We're gonna be like, you know, when are they more likely to use their timeouts? Third down. Third down is when they're gonna use all timeout. Look. They're gonna be like, I wonder what BJ at, because we got the depth. Is he hurt? Third down. Here you come off the sideline. Fresh. Off the sideline. He said, oh Lord. He's coming in here fresh. Looking like Mike Tyson. You don't block somebody. Who blocks when you on the football field? You put your hand on his strap, you pull you to the ground.
I ain't never seen nobody do that, Greg.
I ain't never seen nobody
grab a man's arm while he rushing him and pull him down to the ground, and the dude weigh more than he do.
You know why? Because a lineman typically can't bend. That's how you gonna break somebody's knee, because they can't bend that low. So if I stay low, you gonna have to come down to my level. I'm gonna run past you. Most linemen not that flexible. They 6'8". I got a 6'8" tackle. He ain't finna block him. You better go get your 6'3" tackle, because that 6'8" tackle got to get down on his level and still be able to move and be strong.
Boy.
So that's why I say our tackles getting good work have to block him, because the low as he getting, he ain't running up at pad level trying to swim his muscle.
Right. He
He up
low.
on of them, and if
He
they put
low.
their hand on him, he trap their hand on him and he pull them down. So this the kind of dude you don't want to hold. See, most people try to hold. That's what he's doing. If you hold him, he might hurt you. Because if I trap your wrist down while you holding me, you can't let go, and I'll be gonna toe something up.
Man.
So you better be punching. You better be doing that. If you try to lock your hands on him, he got enough sense to trap your hand on you, and
that's what he be doing. That's what he be doing, man.
And you 3'6", 340, 6'6", your knees finna have a hard day, cause he finna be pulling you to the ground all day. So you ain't gonna be holding no dude like that. I've been figured that out, cause the way he trapping your hand on him, you better get your hands back. You better be punching. He a problem.
I agree on that. I agree. Now, when you look at Block Bullet, right? Did you get a chance to look at his film last year?
I seen a lot of it, in the more when he was coming. We did a lot of watching the guys in the early spring, and so the problem with Block Bullet is he got a wrestling background. So that's another lineman that plays very, very low. He's already not as tall. He's like 5'10", maybe 5. I don't know what to say, about 5'10", trying to at 5'11". But he played like he 5'6". That's another issue. You coming out the ball as a guard, and he already underneath you. You see? So if he already underneath, he playing like a wrestler. So he already short, then he playing low.
Right, he's short.
He's comfortable playing low. Most people can't play low because they don't have the base for it. You see what I'm saying? Like a Tyler Brown can play low. That's why you see people who can block bully. Tyler Brown, 1, he's 6'3", and 2, he plays low, because you see how low he get on his squat? He get low in his squat. Most people get stuck in their deep squat. Tyler Brown don't get stuck in his deep squat. He go boop, boop, boop. Most people get in that deep squat and they get stuck and they Tyler Brown go boop, boop. So that means Tyler Brown can play low and explosive. Most guards can't do that.
So when you look at Block Bullet, what's his strength? Pass rushing or stop the run?
His strength is not pass rushing. His strength is clogging your middle up where it ain't no run lane. So when you hear that boo, you can't escape up the middle. It's not an option. It's a traffic jam. It's a traffic jam. Cause see what happened last year when our edge rushers did get pressure, the quarterback run straight up the middle for 15 yards. We said at Oregon State, Arizona, quarterback take off running 20, 30, 15 yards and slide.
Right. That was the Nebraska got their little touchdown, that little run.
They run straight up.
To put that up the middle.
Because our nose guards were just getting wiped out the way.
Right. But when you look at who else on that defensive line? Tarian Carter.
Yeah, Carter.
He got some size on him too.
Yeah, I mean, that's another guy that we possibly could overlook. He's an SEC guy. We was excited when we had us a guy coming out of Arkansas. We got some SEC guy. Woo, but we got really hyped up on that Block Bully. But like we say, Carter is probably the second biggest lineman behind Barnes.
Yeah, you're right. He is. He's big. He's not big.
He's not. He's Carter like what, 6'5"?
I think. Hold on, I had it.
Yeah, he tall and big, but Barnes is just like huge. He's just like
Tarian Carter 6'3", 320.
Yeah, so he's 6'3". I thought he was
Barnes is
6'5",
6'5", 330.
Yeah. Now I like Carter being 6'3", because if he have to come inside, I like those shorter, guys in the middle.
Yeah, they're gonna call for a double team.
I like for you to be up under those lines. I don't want you playing high because it can push you around. Because you're going against 2 against 1. And
Right.
see, Barnes plays high.
Play high, man. That's why I don't like. Look
But
like
he
Sap ought to get in and work with him.
You see how when he went against Benson,
Who was that?
When Barnes went against Benson on the outside, Barnes plays like he's a doggone edge rusher.
Ian Rusher?
Yeah, but he's so big and strong, he get away with playing high in the middle. And that's probably why he probably won't get, he'll just be a clogger too. He won't get as many sacks because he won't get a whole lot of penetration, but you just gonna have a hard time moving him. And he might knock down a couple passes because he's so doggone big. He might
he's big old Clyde, boy. Hey, I remember that bad boy so big. You remember they had that cookout out there outside when it was snowing, they had that tent up. This big old cloud came over. I said, good. Who was that big old dude? That was born big old self, boy.
Yeah, they say Tafik came in. Yeah, he probably now the second biggest. Right behind.
So Buck say 6'4", 335.
Yeah, and he look it, and he plays it. And unlike Barnes, he's a threat in the pass.
Okay.
Because he has more moves. He's more agile, even though he's just as big. He moves like an edge rusher. So, like I said, we can always go crazy. We can always go, oh, y'all want to be in the red zone? We'll just put Barnes in there and Tafik in there. Now, especially if you think you're going to run the ball, we can just go big. We can go big.
It's gonna be hard to run on them this year, man. We ain't talking about the linebacker group that we got.
We won last year because we didn't have no size.
Right.
Oh, we can't go big. Now, y'all want to run the ball? Like they say, Shane Colts, we can go big. We can go big. You know, like we can go, like I said, Tafik, Barnes.
Go Buck said Bureau. Black Top Middle said Shane Colts, excuse me. Ball out, McNeil. The best D-line they got. Just what?
Yeah, we did.
Greg been saying that ball out.
Yeah, we did forget Shane Colts. Far as he depth at that tackle. So my thing is,
he played good last year.
Yeah, he just in that middle. So he can get on out.
He go back to his right position.
Yeah, where he ain't double teamed and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about the linebacker group. I think they much improved in the linebacker group.
I mean, I think the D line by far has the most depth and quality depth.
True.
Even more depth than the receiver room, far
as true.
Because I think their play is so much more even. Like we trying to figure out Hayes or McNeil. Like they both can be in there and start. And then
you think that'll be a good combination though?
I'm saying they both play the same position and can be starters. That's what I'm saying. They both play in the same position and start. And they both good pass rushers. So we trying to figure out who gonna be at that tackle. And then on the other side, we saying, is it gonna be Tafik, Carter, or Wiggins? You know, so it's like we 3 deep in every spot, you know, on the defense, like strong deep. Like any one of them can start 3 deep. Then we don't really have that in any other position. You know, we say McNeil and Hayes.
They play different positions. I do too. I agree with him on that.
But you notice McNeil is playing multiple positions. McNeil's playing multiple positions. I mean, they're both pretty much in a.
Hayes playing defensive ends and pass rushing though.
Who?
Hayes.
Right.
Daylon Hayes.
Right, but McNeil been playing both though. Ain't McNeil been playing both?
He been playing on the line. McNeil been playing at the Tiger.
Right. He been playing tackle, and I think he been playing it because that when we look at how our defense been playing, our end has been kind of lining up in a similar position.
Yeah, I agree with that.
When you really look at it, our end is, I mean, he may be one, not even a gap over.
I ain't never seen I'm talking about me. You might not say I ain't never seen McNeil play no end. Not saying I haven't seen.
All put their hand in the dirt. They're all over the tackle. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? And even when we look at like we certainly looking at BJ Green. BJ Green,
Yeah,
we
they
don't
don't
see him.
move them all over. Yeah, they move
We
them
don't move
all over.
right. But I'm saying, like, when we look at, to me, our end is more synonymous with our edge than our tackle. I'm looking at Hayes playing more in a tackle-like position than edge. When you look at how he's lining up, look where he's lining up. Look where he's lining up, and look where Matt Neal's lining up. He's playing more identical alignment with Manil than he is with BJ Green.
I gotta look at that, Greg. I ain't seen that. I gotta look at that. And I'm gonna come to you and say, hey, you're right.
Is they all are playing all the positions. When you look at the 101, and they playing both sides of the ball. When you look at Hayes, he go over here. He say, Benson, you want to come over here? Then they go over there. So when you look at it, they all are moving around. And like you say, BJ Green, he played wide and he played tight. They all have, I don't know. I would hope they're doing it on purpose, because remember, go back to what I said in the very beginning when we first started this. It's looking like they're preparing for a positionless defense.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Because they all are showing the ability. Even you seeing BJ Green over the center.
True, I saw that.
So when you're in a positionless defense, you can line up over the center and still end up back there on the edge on the snap of the ball. Depending, the type of stunts you're able to run out of positionless defense, everybody standing up, they start off one place and end up in another one. And the way they lining up, like I said, I have seen not BJ Hayes and McNeil play the same position.
Okay.
But I'm not calling it an end because it's not a traditional end, because he's not at the end. Our edge rushers is playing more like the end.
Gotcha.
Now when he line up wide, then that's more like a traditional edge. And BJ Green, sometimes he's wide, and then that end may be a little more where he's at when he lines up tight. But you seeing that fluid, that's scary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, right.
We watch him.
But you think the defense got a chance of being better than the offense this year?
Yeah.
I'm serious. I've been trying to tell people over there on Twitter, Instagram, this defense gonna be tough, man. I think they're gonna be better than the offense.
They're gonna lead in sacks. I'm gonna tell you that right. They're gonna lead in sacks in the conference. And if y'all really be great,
they be the number one against the rush too in the conference at the end of the season.
They're gonna be the number one defense, but they're gonna lead in sacks and they're gonna lead in interceptions.
Go ahead. They got some ball hawkers back there now. They got some ball hawkers.
It was leading the Pac-12 in interceptions without a defensive line.
My problem is about the defense. The only question I got right now, I got to see how this thing play out. It's going to be the opposite side cornerback of Travis Hunt. I'm not too sure about DJ McKinney, even though he got the height, he got the arm length. I just want to see him against somebody else to convince me that he's that guy.
He gonna have.
I got confidence. I got real good confidence in Colton Hood.
Colton Hood gonna be on the field one way or another, whether it's him and Travis or it's him and McKinney.
Yeah.
Travis is gonna need a break. Travis, last year the problem is they threw Travis out there. Travis didn't complain, but the reason why Travis did the way he did, because he was tired as a dog. When Stanford was throwing on him, Travis was running like he was drunk. When that boy caught that ball and spinning him around in that middle of that field, Travis was stumbling. Travis was dog tired, but he knew he couldn't come out.
Right, he couldn't come out. They had nobody else put in.
Came off an offense. Somebody gonna have to say, Travis, you just came off an offense. Go take a couple plays. We got you. So it's gonna have to be a point where Hood and McKinney gonna have to hold it down. It's gonna have to. It's never gonna be a point where Travis gotta play 100% after he just made a long run or long whatever on offense. They gotta give that man a break. If you want the best of him, he gotta get a break on. We know he's gonna get a break on offense.
True.
But if he just made a big play or whatever, took a hit on offense, why have him go out there and be like trying to catch his breath? Go ahead over there. We got you.
Right.
That's how you preserve him. You want this man to be preserved if you do make it to the championship. You don't want to make it to the championship and he at 70%.
That Preston Hall, he good too.
Preston Hodge is a nickel, but he can, depending on what the other team doing. If they running the ball,
right.
Guess what? If they're a run team, bump Hodge out there, let them play more corner, and bring Stockmar in.
Oh man, woo, I like that grade.
Y'all want to run? Y'all think y'all ain't gonna bully us? Bring Travis J and Stockmar in, let them be the nickel, because y'all ain't finna throw the ball anyway. Y'all finna run the ball 89% of the time. Go ahead.
They want to run the ball. You right
there, and we'll let Stockmar old bonehead self come in and hit, because that's what he like to do.
That's what he like to do.
And put him at nickel. And Travis Day too. They more stout. Why put Hodge in there to do that? You know they don't waste him. Put him on outside. Now Travis get even more of a break. So we got the depth.
They got it this year.
Where you still got and Cooper. I don't think Cooper made the best decision. Maybe they had, because I think Cooper definitely would have been that guy right there behind Hodge. And he could have been a solid. I think that Livingston will send Cooper up to go to the draft. Because Cooper will be a lot better safety, strong safety than he was at corner. He wasn't the worst at corner.
He played good at corner, Greg.
I didn't say he didn't play good. I say he would be a lot better safety. Because Cooper, the one who came in and knocked the mess out of Caleb Williams. We want Cooper closer to the ball. Cooper would come up and hit you.
Yeah.
We wasted him in coverage. Cooper come up and hit. We had brought Cooper in closer to the ball. Cooper would have found something different in this game because he's bigger. He's a bigger cornerback. That's why I know Stoutmire is the same. Stoutmire gonna be a much better nickel because Stoutmire will come up and hit you as a true freshman, and he's one of the biggest cornerbacks we had. So we say, oh, y'all want to Oklahoma State? Y'all want to run the ball? Okay, Hodge, go ahead out there. Stoutmire, come on, now run it. Now run it. Go ahead.
They got the depth, man. They got. You remember, he can do anything he want to do. He put any kind of combination out there.
Linebacker, like they did Trevor Wood. He's too small. I said, look at that man. He said, the big old block shoulders he got as a freshman. I said he could easily convert to linebacker. I converted to linebacker, but I always played both.
Okay.
I always played all of them. I can be at corner and then go to safety and then come in at linebacker. I know he could do it.
It's gonna be an interesting year, man. I can't wait, man. Like I said, this defense got a chance of being number one against the rush at the end of the season, and the defense got a potential to be better than the offense this year, and that should equal to a lot of games won.
Look at man.
Levingston, the defensive coordinator.
You know who's gonna win our first few
figure
games?
it out. Huh?
You know who gonna be obvious. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Y'all got your little notepads over there? Because people come here taking notes. So I want to make sure they got them. So what's gonna be obvious the first 3 games, not gonna be the offense. Because they're gonna say, oh yeah, Shador daddy ball, he gonna get his yards. Shador gonna probably do some high stuff. But he don't already show he can throw 5 in the game. So It's like he got to do something crazy, like throw 7 in the game for you to be like, wow. If he throw 4, 5 touchdowns in the game, it's the new norm for Shador. I told you, average 4, 5 touchdowns a game. That's going to become expectation for Shador by halfway to the season. Mark my word. What's going to be obvious that's really unique about Colorado is their defense. It's going to look a lot like Baby Saps and Lewis is out there, Damian Lewis. They're going to play like them. And they're going to be like, dang, they just ain't giving the offense a chance. Poe, North Dakota. I want to see what North Dakota, Nebraska line do, but Poe, North Dakota, and post Colorado State, they're gonna get mauled at the trench level.
At the trench level. Well, I hope so. I think that defensive front tough now. I believe they tough. They tough.
Who?
The Colorado defensive front seven.
It ain't even that tough. They gonna be freaking dominant, man. When Coach Prime kept talking about dominant, if it's gonna be one group that's gonna dominate this year, it's gonna be that defensive line. It's gonna look like it's almost gonna look unfair.
I agree.
Y'all see, I want y'all to get your phones out and record what I'm saying, because I'm telling y'all how this gonna look. I'm not telling you what I hope and wish. It's gonna look unfair in them first few games. It's gonna look like, oh, this is boring. Why are they even out here? Like, they gonna get so many sacks. It's gonna look like, dang, this is not even fun. Y'all can blame me, because I'm not running from y'all. Greg said to people, I'm gonna come back and see me. Come back and see me. It's gonna be unfair for North Dakota. It's gonna be unfair for them to have to block them boys.
That's why I'm
I'm not
pretty
just talking
sure
about
on that game.
the first team gonna be unfair. The second team, the third, you got 3 deep. It's gonna be unfair that you put North Dakota up to go and block all 4 of them boys coming at one time. Because North Dakota probably used to seeing one BJ Green. North Dakota probably used to seeing one McNeil or one Hayes or one Okanola. That one guy that just, we got a plan for that guy. He's a problem, and he still get 3-4 sacks, but we won. They're gonna have to hit. They're gonna have to take 4 of them at a time, and that's gonna be unfair. It's gonna be an unfair expectation for an FCS school to have to take on the first game at that. They're gonna beat that quarterback senseless.
Yeah, I agree, Greg. I agree with you 100%, but I really do.
And my concern with Nebraska is I'm thinking they're gonna watch that game.
Oh, you already know they're gonna watch that game.
And my concern with Nebraska is their freshman quarterback gonna have nightmares.
Nightmare.
Waking up in cold sweats. He gonna hit that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We play at home. He's still gonna be hearing it.
Hey, you know he over there on Twitter talking trash today.
Who, the freshman quarterback?
Oh man, you done told everybody to meet him somewhere at the new stadium. We're gonna welcome Coach Prime.
Huh?
Yeah,
Watch what?
We're gonna welcome Coach Prime.
When?
He told all his fans and everybody over there on his Twitter page to meet him at the stadium tomorrow, so we can give Coach Prime a welcome. Tomorrow. I don't know why. I'm just saying about what he posts over there on Twitter.
After he see that North Dakota game, he might go on witness protection. He might pull a hamstring. Oh, Coach, I think my hamstring is not quite right. I'm not sure if I'll play this week.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Because the way they gonna maul that quarterback, they gonna maul that quarterback. You hear me? They gonna have at least 6 sacks.
Wait, in the first game? In the first game? Talking about the first game?
They gonna have so many sacks. I'm telling y'all now. They gonna have so many doggone sacks. They gonna have to run the ball to save him from getting sacked.
They in trouble, bro.
They gonna have to run the ball. The problem is that ain't gonna help them score.
Yeah,
Let's be real with y'all.
How you gonna run the ball when you down 14 and 17 to nothing?
Forget that. Y'all really think that North Dakota is finna run down the throats of Colorado? Y'all really believe that? Y'all must be watching Back to the Future. Do y'all really believe that North Dakota is finna run down the throats of Colorado? Y'all really believe that? Let me tell you why you can't do that. Because you stupid to tell Colorado in advance that you finna run the ball. Because all they gonna do is put them dogs in there. Like that guy right there, Buell.
Yeah.
Buell is like a rabid dog with rabies.
Dog, Greg.
He is when we say a dog, he like a dog with rabies. Did you see how they were pushing him down? He just jump up.
Yeah.
I mean, fool, he jumped up. The man don't push him down. He looking at Buell. Buell falling all on the ground. You know, he just wild, man. That man just wild. He jumped up. I watched how and you heard the comment that Myers made. I knew you were gonna do something crazy like that. You remember when Mayers was blocking?
Okay, Mayers. Yeah.
Buell fell down and Mayers went down and Mayers looked at him like, "What's wrong with you?" And he jumped up like, he like that crazy dude. Woo! He jumped up, man. They ain't got no equipment on. Mayer's looking like this dude crazy. Like, chill out, man. You crazy. Like he said, he like, man, I knew you gonna do something crazy like that. Bill is the kind of dude. He just wreck your offense, man. He just wreck your offense and don't get tired.
Boy, like I say, that defense is coming to hump that first game, and I know Nebraska, Joe, we know y'all watching.
The best thing Nebraska can do is not watch that game. Don't watch that game.
Don't watch that game
Don't
Thursday
watch the
night.
game, Nebraska.
They ain't got no choice but to watch. They gonna be playing.
Watch the cut up version of it, but don't watch the game because them sounds gonna get in your ear. Doom, doom, third down again. Oh Lord! Oh, coach, this is happening again.
Oh boy!
I'm telling you, Nebraska don't need to watch that game. They can watch the cut up version. When they watch the film with no sound. You know how they play the film.
No sound. Yeah.
Y'all think I'm playing? I'm telling a joke, but I'm telling you, don't Nebraska. I know y'all here because y'all fans get the message. I want this to be a fair game. Do not watch the Colorado game on Thursday night. Just watch it in film the next week because it's gonna give you nightmares. They gonna maul them boys. I'm not talking I'm a Colorado fan. I'm talking junk, because I'm telling you, football. They gonna maul North Dakota. I can't tell you about Kansas State. I ain't trying to do that with y'all. We're going to talk about the whole season. I'm telling you about this game. They're going to maul them. It's going to be unfair. It's going to look like a real FCS and FBS. It's going to look like they're playing Georgia. They ain't going to be able to block them boys.
It's going to look bad there, Greg. It's going to look bad there.
They can't block them for nothing. How are we even here? They can't even block them. Poor quarterback. It's gonna look like, did we really think this was gonna be a game? They're not gonna be able to block them guys up front. I'm not trying to stir them up. I'm not trying to stir. I'm telling you just real logic. You know how Colorado looked last year when they were twerking and stuff? See, our line was twerking. They probably was high on Pepsi, smoking something. Because they were just out there just twirling around and stuff. Shador is getting hit. No, these boys gonna actually try to block Shadoze. I seen, what was I watching? I saw Damian Lewis on Cheryl C. Shout out to Cheryl C. And they was like, Damian Lewis was getting dogged out in his first year because everybody was bigger, stronger, and more experienced. That was Colorado last year. They was way smaller. And I watched, they showed a clip of Damian Lewis was playing somebody. Was it Florida or somebody? Damian Lewis was getting blocked by a dude, and he just threw him. Whoa! He just threw the line It was like, oh my God. That's what Colorado gonna do to them top belly guys carrying the boom box. You know what they're gonna say? What are you doing? I'm not gonna act like I'm gonna play with you. Get out the way. It's gonna look like that. It's gonna look like they've been in the weight room, they haven't. They've been in the weight room, they haven't. They're gonna literally be taking them guys. Get out the way. I'm not gonna act like I'm struggling with you. Get out the way. I saw Damian Lewis do that. He threw that dude 5 yards. I'm not exaggerating.
Aggressive, man. 5 yards.
Was trying to block him you think I'm gonna struggle with you? No. Then when he made the tackle on the other side of the field. He threw the dude. He didn't push him. The dude came off the ground. He picked him up and threw him. A whole offensive lineman from Florida.
Yeah.
Shadoze ain't gonna throw somebody on North Dakota. Matter of fact, Shadoze, get a Benson, somebody, one of y'all players watching. I want to see you body slam somebody just because they had the audacity to come to your stadium and play you. Slam somebody. Make a point. This ain't no game. This is a game. I'm gonna take all my stuff out on you. Since everybody talking that stuff, they ain't mention you Shadoze on nobody list. They ain't mention you on the 1,000. They ain't mention you on the All-American, the All-Conference, the All-Nothing. slam somebody and let them know you in the game. Quit playing with the man name. You let them line Nebraska, North Dakota State up against you, and you don't slam them. Come on now, this should be an
Wow.
insult.
Hey, we got a super chat here from East Coast Kel, man. He said Jay Novell been talking crazy too. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. CSU better be worried about Texas week 1. That's gonna be a slaughter. Yeah, I agree with you on that. All them coaches out there talking trash. See
Speaking of
Dan Lennon been talking trash this week.
speaking of Texas, did you see Shadoze film against Texas last year?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to hit. I thought you were gonna elaborate on that. I saw that. That's why I was
Shadoze
leading.
was throwing them Texas
He was
linemen around.
throwing him. He was, man.
So
He
how in the
was.
world North Dakota gonna block him? Help me figure this out. Y'all want to play the sick game in your heads. Where in the world is North Dakota and Texas linemen on the same level? Shadoze manhandled Texas last. Texas went to the playoff, didn't they? Shadoze manhandled 2-3 Texas linemen at a time all game. It was I seen one time 3 Texas linemen trying to block him. They couldn't move him.
They couldn't move him.
So how in the world do you expect to need 3 guys to block Shadoze and you still gonna leave Hayes over there? And BJ over there? Or whoever over there? If it's gonna take you 3 linemen to block him, that's your only hope of blocking him. Either you finna let him come through the middle and wreck your whole line, or you finna let them free. What's gonna happen? You telling me y'all got them kind of linemen to block again? North Dakota. What is this?
That's Mike. Mike is a Nebraska fan. He said, "Do you think Polar Bear? I guess somebody's on Nebraska will have a problem with the bag up young smaller center. Really?" He never said. He talking about Lazinski.
Hey man, y'all didn't do nothing with the backup center from last year. Good luck. You did bring everybody back, right?
Still lost. But check this out. Like you were saying, against North Dakota State, Shadoza, he gonna be a boy. He gonna be a man eater that game.
He
He
gonna be
gonna
a
show
man
out that game.
in a game that they decide to take focus off of him. Because most teams got a game plan for 1 or 2 animals. Let's be real. Anybody who claim to know football, most teams is that 1 or 2 guys. You're gonna be 1 guy in the middle, 1 guy on the edge, right? That you just he gonna wreck like Big Bear at USC last year. You got a game plan. He gonna wreck you, right? So it's rare that you have 4 guys that can really rush the quarterback at one time. That is a nightmare for any offense because you ain't got enough linemen to double team all of them. So one of them animals finna have a field day that day because if you can't double team Shadoze, he gonna just eat up your middle. And if you have to double and triple team Shadoze, whoever on them tackles right down finna eat. And I just named the tackles. He's gonna be the Tafik or Wiggins or Carter. Or it's gonna be McNeil. And I said Hayes over here.
Yeah.
Somebody on this side finna eat. Eat.
They gonna eat. They gonna eat a lot.
Everybody try to make sure Shadoze don't blow up the spot. Because if you don't double team, he gonna put you in the quarterback lap. And it ain't gonna be no passing.
Got a super chat in there from East Coast Care. Travis Hunter abused that Nebraska secondary last year. What do you think Will Shepard and LaJohntay Webster will do? They gonna do the same thing? They gonna eat them up?
They're not gonna do the same thing. They're gonna do the same thing times 3. Because remember, Travis is still there.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be times 3. So if you had a problem with Travis, he was making y'all players run into each other while you tackling them and all that stuff and spinning y'all around. And what Webster gonna do? Because he actually has a very similar after the catch style as Travis. He gets very slippery. He's very slippery once he get the ball, and he fast. So that's the difference between him and Jimmy. Jimmy's straight vertical. He gonna hit you and run past you.
Right.
Weston gonna get in the middle. He gonna dance, make all y'all run into each other. Remember, he's an All-American punt returner.
True. True.
All-American. So what does an All-American do when you get the ball to him in open field?
Matchup problem, bro. Colorado caused a lot of matchup problems for every team on that schedule.
One thing I noticed about Weston is when he get the ball, he don't waste no movement. He catch it. He's like a squirt gun. He catch the ball and be like, and he let you know he don't caught the ball and went 20 yards on a little square end. He's like squirt.
Yeah, going by a business.
A squirt like that last year. We didn't have a squirt like that. Travis a squirt, but Travis a dance. He'll have y'all like a fool running to each other. He was the only guy that did that. Now we got him and Wester. So what that do? That make you worry about the middle of the field, right? Now you got to worry about vertical. You can't do both. Either you gonna drop them, your deep thirds and all that cute football talk. You're gonna drop them deep because you don't want Omeran Miller to do what he did against USC because he go vertical and catch over you. Then you got to run him down. Will Shepard's very similar. He gonna get vertical on you, and then so you gonna have to have your safeties looking to get back.
Right.
The problem is you have to choose to help your cornerbacks over top, or you have to let them wait in the middle just in case boy get the ball. Because you get him too much open field, it's a wrap. If you give Wester the ball in open field because the safeties don't bail out and the cornerback's gone, that we didn't have that. The only person who gave you that in Micah Harrison. That's what his role was. But he's not slippery. But that's what Micah Harrison was doing last year. Every time they built out, Micah Harrison was in the middle. That's what his forte was as tight end. Now we got Wester. See, that's one thing you can say negative about. Call it negative. That ain't his style. When you talk about Jimmy Horn, he didn't know how to find the windows in the middle. When we was talking about those choice routes and all of that.
Okay.
But he can hit that. He can go deep. He can hit those post corners and stuff like that. He can get vertical on you and eat your lie because of his speed. If you don't get your hips turned, he can run past you. You ain't his speed. If he get a step on you, he gone. That's how Jimmy. That Jimmy was wide open all his touchdowns.
Right.
You're like, where about that? There wasn't no busted coverage. If you let him, he go like that, and you stutter, and then you can't outrun him. He run a 4.3.
Right.
Touchdown. That's what he's strong at. Don't throw him no hitches. Throw Levante the hitches. So you gotta know your personnel. That clown last year act like he didn't know his personnel. He was throwing everybody hitches. He was throwing him hitches. Weaver was catching hitches. Travis was catching hitches. Everybody was catching hitches. They got to the point where that's the only play we know by the time.
That's all they were doing one time.
Yeah, all Shador know how to pump and dump. The fool was throwing hitches and screenplays every play. It was not going vertical. Come on, we need to get the ball out fast. No, fool, you need to get them in motion fast. Get the defense moving.
I think he was doing that because the offensive line wasn't holding up too good.
Yeah, but the problem was at that point, because the offensive line was holding up good, the DBs felt like, shoot, I ain't got to cover you but 2 seconds. They were coming up on our screens, they was already there. It was no longer what Nebraska was doing, dropping 8. They was bringing everything up because they knew you weren't running the ball, and they knew your line had 1.2 seconds.
That boy said 1.2 seconds. Soon he caught the ball. They was over.
Lineman say, let the man run right by him.
Did he? Yeah, that picture we saw.
How you got a man in front of you and you doing an electric slide, which got like this ain't time for no electric slide. This is football. That's him for a reason. That's the guy you want. What you turn sideways for?
This boy crazy, man. They were doing it, boy crazy.
I asked Benson, is it a reason why he turned that way? The guy, he right there. It was monster.
Boy, they even doing the electric side.
He out there doing the stupid stuff. The door back in. Oh,
Oh boy, boy, he a straight cloud here, boy.
I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing I imagine when I see a guy turn sideways. You know, some kind of line dance. You know, and you go on the offensive line, but you don't line dance. You know, line dance.
They were line dancing, bro.
Line dancing on the line.
With an offensive line.
Offensive line, that's my favorite. I love to line dance. I don't know where they recruited these boys at. He heard line, he thought he was line dancing.
Boy, you crazy, boy. Boy, you a mess, man. Oh my God.
Hey, we don't need to pull the picture up. We saw it.
No, they told I got from the inside said don't show that no more, B.
Hey, it's out there. Whoever
It's
inside
not there.
it's out there.
Yeah, you're right. It's out there.
Outside, all the way around. That's that y'all footage by the fact that was Nebraska and see all them teams y'all watching Oregon. They was watching. They put that picture up to motivate them for the game. You know what I'm saying? All the games at the back end, because that was UCLA. That's what Arizona, all them folks were looking at. They say, you see this right
here? Oh boy. Hey, y'all hit that like button for me. We let you sliding over here. Y'all hit that like button for me.
Now walking by yourself. Walking by yourself. They did that.
Yeah, you crazy, boy. But yeah, we had a bad offense line last year, dog. We had a bad one, boy. We had a bad one, man.
They say they missed the assignment. They didn't know the assignment.
Yeah. Boy, you crazy, boy.
The Cupid shuffle.
Oh man.
The Shador shuffle.
The Shador shuffle. Shoot, he said hi.
You hold the ball too long, you think? Said hi. Oh, they call that the Shador shuffle.
Oh boy, you crazy.
You want him to give it to him? Here, take it. Don't hit me, please.
Boy, you crazy, man. You crazy, dude. You crazy, man.
Do a shuffle. That's what they call it.
Wow. Great. We're gonna talk about one more thing. We're gonna get out of here. Let's talk about this linebacker group, man. Johnny, Chainsaw Chaney, Hill Green, JB. JB gonna be the dog. He's the sleeping linebacker, I believe. I think he's gonna be the sleeper. He the linebacker everybody don't forgot right now since Hill Green got there, Johnny Chainsaw Chaney done got there, and we still got what his name? What's the other one name? It's so many players now, man. I don't forgot them.
And you got Webster, you got
Webster. That's them. Webster.
We got he gonna linebackers.
Yeah, I talked to Webster. I think I talked to Webster Monday. He gonna be our guest. He gonna on Thursday. He supposed to let me know. He gonna call me, give me the time and date.
Baby Webster.
Yeah.
I call him Baby Webster, like Baby Joker. You know Baby Joker on Friday?
Right.
Baby Joker was the one running everything. Baby Joker. Call him Baby Webster. I want Baby Webster to get out there because Baby Webster play low. If I got BJ Green playing low, and then I got Shadoza playing low, and I got Baby Webster out there playing low.
Yeah,
I like a linebacker, man. I like a low. Ain't nothing like a low linebacker. I don't like no high playing linebacker. Webster be sliding through that thing like that. He be like skating.
Yeah, he get out there with him, boy.
Webster be skating through there. They can't block Webster. You see how them time he will undercut the lineman? The lineman come out there here, just go underneath him.
Right.
Because the linemen they play straight up. See, linebacker, I know that. The linemen, they high, they big, they think they moving fast, they moving slow, and you come in, you skating like this. And they're like, what is that? How you block somebody moving like they skating, like they figure skating or something? That's how Webster move on the field. He moved like he's skating. Somebody going this way and that way. That's how I like a linebacker to move. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him turning his shoulder like the line. I want him dog. He's just skating. He just skating this way. So when the linemen come at him, try to get him on the second level, most linemen try to seal you. You see what I'm saying? They try to come at you and they try to seal you, like how we say the lineman was doing. That's usually what they do when they try to seal you, when they actually go upfield and try to pin the linebacker in. But when you got a linebacker playing low, he just go up under you. That's how Webster he just go. So
Right.
I can always see. It's always room for Webster on the linebacker core. Now, you that right there is just elite. You because most people play high.
Right.
People play high. You know, sometimes when you're a bigger linebacker, you lean on your bigness and you take on more hits than you need to, and you make it easier. Like I say with Nebraska, you make it easier when you play the game. If a lineman is 230, 330, 6'4", 6'5", and you 6'2", 220, 215, why in the world is you trying to act like y'all the same size? I'm gonna make him play my game. Speed, quickness, explosion. And the fact he can't see behind him unless he's Cupid shuffling, he looking both ways. That's not if you doing your job, everything should be going on behind you. You blocking. Right. I can see what's going on behind you. So I can make you think what I want to make you think. So that's a smart linebacker. I'm moving. I'm looking this way. I know the ball coming that way. He reading me. He don't open up. And now, like Webster, right up under him. Wow. So that's why I say when you going here, when you going there, you're going right up on the lurch. Lurch running around. I'm going right up under them arms. Whoop. And you look at Webster film, that's exactly how he play. He ain't trying to hit you in your mouth. He going to hit the running back in the mouth. The lineman barely blocking.
Yeah, he get around the lineman, man. I saw the film on that.
He go right up under them lurch arms because they sits. They stiff. Their knees got them big old knee braces on. They can't bend. That's why
Right.
BJ they can't bend. The actual knee braces protect your knee, but it limits your mobility.
True.
You don't know that.
Right.
It protects your knee, but you don't have that bend. So
right.
I know that. I'm finna make you get. We're finna get low. You have to come get me. We going down. I'm not finna run up there and be slapping like they did last year playing patty cake. Why we patty caking with them? Go up under they behind. They need to go and take some boxing classes. They need to learn how to bob and weave. BJ Green know how to bob and weave.
Yeah, he does that. He does that, bro. He does that.
That's all we need. Linebacker core, man. We need some guys that can move. And I think we got them. I just think Buster is he's a special linebacker because he's smaller in height, you know, and he quick,
True,
agile, and you need that guy now like third down. You need that kind of guy now who can run, he can move. You know, yeah, we want our big linebackers and everything. Y'all want to pound and pound and pound.
Right.
But I need Webster in there. I want him in there, you know, when they got like when Dylan Edwards out there, I want Webster out there. You know, he can go get him.
True. Yeah. So all right, man. All right. Hey, we're gonna end the show tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Y'all don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Want to thank y'all for participating in the chat, leaving the comments and everything. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us here on Thursday night. And don't forget, this Sunday, we'll be back with Rod the Man Media and Coach Dre and our special guest, Jake on DNVR. He'll be our special guest this Sunday at 8 p.m. And then on Tuesday night, I'll be with Steve Woodland. He'll be joining me on the panel. And also, we'll be back Thursday with Greg Sett. So thank y'all for tuning into the show once again. I appreciate each and one of you. Don't forget, this show is brought to you by and sponsored by Whitaker Building Supply. I want to thank them for sponsoring the show also. And Greg, you go ahead and let them know what you got coming up, man.
Well, you know, from now on, we're gonna end the show with the Cupid Shuffle. We're gonna end the show with the Cupid Shuffle all the way up to the first game. I want you to have that on cue. And when we end, we're gonna end with Cupid Shuffle. We're gonna end it like that. Hopefully we don't get no copyright. You know, they be copyright.
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, you know, we're gonna be here. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Greg said it. We probably do a little early this Sunday, but make sure y'all there. If you don't subscribe, catch the replays and all that. We finna have some fun this year. See, y'all ain't had no fun like we have fun. Y'all got 100 different thousand content creators, all they stiff as a robot. They got all these different shows. You want to have fun, you know where to be. Thursday night, we gonna have fun.
Well, you got, well, you sure got that. You sure come up with something every week. Well, I tell you that. Well, you came out with the Undertaker last week. Now we're doing the Cupid Shuffle.
Should do a shuffle.
Should do a shuffle.
This year.
Well, you took me tonight. Then you hit that low, 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 low. Oh boy, oh man, boy, you crazy, boy. Boy, it's gonna be a fun season over here, boy. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a fun season coming up, y'all.
Not for a hater though. Not for a hater.
Nah, they ain't gonna have no fun because it's gonna be a good year for Colorado and Coach Prime this year. It's money season, baby. It's money season. We coming for it all. We coming for it all. All right, guys. I catch up with you. I'll check you out Sunday. What time you coming on Sunday now? You'll switch up on me.
9:30. I switch up. I might have something to do. These little kids got something on Sunday. So
I got you. I got you. All right, we'll be looking forward to you, man. I'll catch you before I go to church. You said 9:30?
Yeah, we're gonna jump on early.
All right, don't forget, y'all tune in. Greg said it at 9:30. Let's be there supporting. And we know we're gonna get a good show from Greg. Once again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. And as always, hey, remember, if you be good to God, God will be good to you. Once again, good night. Appreciate you, man. Good show, as always. And I appreciate you being there every night. I think we've been doing it for 3 months. On Thursday, you haven't missed a Thursday night yet with me, and I appreciate you.
Same here. Enjoy.
All right, man. You have a good night. God bless you. God bless you and your family, man. Take care.
Same to you.
All right, brother.
College football is phenomenal, man. This conference is phenomenal. Look at where we are. You got to be kidding me, man. I'm a brother from Fort Myers, Florida, and I'm sitting up here in the darn end zone in Las Vegas talking to the whole darn country about a childish game that I played when I was a shouty. Don't you understand how powerful and how wonderful it is? And I'm so darn thankful to be here. So I try to relay that to all our young men. This is a moment, man. You better maximize it, and let's go get it.
Do you feel an obligation with whom you are to perform at a higher level or coach at a higher level?
Yeah, yes. I'm judged on a different scale. My wins are totally different than your wins. Your wins, you just judge in football. That's why I have to start out and give you education and academics and so forth. I have to give you those things so you understand there's a greater scope. I can't win 9 games and our GPA suffers. Our GPA can't be high, but we lose another 8 games. We can't not go and grab high school players and you got a bunch of guys in the portal, out of the portal that's getting incarcerated. My wins are different. We have to win in every area. That's the way we're judged. And I'm cool with that because we come a little different. His will, I just got finished doing the interview and they said, well, you have 2 young men that are projected probably to be the top 5 picks. I said, yeah, but we want 4 in the first round. The only way that's going to happen is we win, and they're dominant. And I think B.J. Green could be one of those guys. And I think he will be one of those guys because he wants it that much.
Help!
I know you heard. You're coming. You should have seen by now. Coming. Yeah, they talking about it. We're coming. They doubting us. But we're coming. They saying. We're coming. They think it's a game. We're coming. I don't give a damn what they say. You best believe. We're coming. And guess what? It ain't hard to find.
The coaches, the facilities, the teammates, the culture. I mean, we got it all here, and having Coach Prime.
He's the most consistent person I've been around. Every day in, day out, he is who he is, no matter what.
He believes in me more than any other coach really believed in me.
Great person. He kept it real with me when I came in. Told me that I'm going to have to compete. Didn't sugarcoat anything to me.
He believed in me every step of the way, being a walk-on. I had to prove myself day in and day out, and he just believed in me and, finally getting put on scholarship.
It's time for me to up my game, take it on up another level. And I mean, here, I can just enjoy myself, be myself, man.
3 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Throughout the competition, the work ethic, and just Coach Prime always pushing us to be better than what we think we are.
The team, it's a player-led team, so everybody come along together.
You really feel like you are at a place where your coaches care about you, not only as an athlete, but they also care about making you a better young man.
This year, we're trying to establish the culture of hard work and win and dominate people.
Just keep everything going. We're building something special.
Do you feel an obligation with whom you are to perform?
Very, very experienced. On the slant, Travis Hunter makes the jump and intercepts it. The two-way star who was so embarrassed by...
Down the sideline. Deion Sanders who shot the gap. Memphis. Touchdown. 127 years of NFL experience. You can't find that nowhere else in the country.
Who better than learn from than the best to ever do it?
The O-line coach, Coach Phil, D-line coach.
I wanted to be here really to surround myself with coaches that have been in the league and done it.
Everybody's pretty much got NFL experience, so they know what it takes. They have the tools to help me get where I need to be.
We do everything like an NFL program. They just teach us that next level. So when we get there, it's like we already been there.
I'm here because Colorado gives me the opportunity to dominate on the big stage.
Just getting the chance to play with the best players, best quarterback in the nation.
Shedeur Sanders looking.
Number one, because of this right here, it doesn't get any better than that.
Just look at this beautiful view. Like, come on, you can't beat that. You got mountains in the back, you feel me? It's a lot of love out here from the fans.
Just the atmosphere, and I really love the fan base, and it just feels like home.
We have the best mascot in the country, so you should come run behind Ralphie every Saturday. It's a wonderful feeling.
I love to show the world what I can do, where I am. So Colorado was a dream at the beginning, and now a dream came true.
Guys, let me start off with Justin Mayers, the right guard. Tyler Brown played for us in Jackson State, was not eligible last year. He would probably be starting at the left guard. Jordan Seaton is a darn 5-star, and this kid is a pro, just like some of these other guys. Khalil Benson, he's a killer. He's ready to fight right now somewhere. I'm serious.
Beat those guys.
Yeah. To you all that say we only go in the portal, we signed 17 high school players last year and 13 played. So when we sign a kid out of high school, the expectancy is for him to play. All you kids in high school right now, when we sign you, we want you to play. We played a total of 20 freshmen last season, including 7 walk-ons. So if you are a freshman and you walk-on, you have an opportunity to play.